I would be proud to show this yacht to any client. Lifted the bar of yacht design considerably. They have absolutely nothing to hide and just help you to keep the yacht at the perfect angle. That is a good reason to buy Santa Barbara. There's something special about a Pershing. Named after the Pershing missile, a deadly weapon capable of speed of up to Mach 8. The Pershing Yacht 2 delivers one hell of a punch. For this video, Slava and I travelled to San Remo in Italy to film Santa Barbara, a stunningly beautiful Pershing 82. We met up with yacht broker Carla Ansari on board, and I'm glad that we did. She showed me some features on board that I otherwise may have missed, and that I'm really looking forward to showing you. First though, let's take a look at just what those ingredients are that make Pershing yachts so very special. The style, the speed, and the innovative solutions. Now we will be looking all the way through the yacht in some detail, the engine room, the crew quarters, the lot. But first I wanted to briefly mention the style, because style is something that's such a distinctive feature of Pershing yachts. I remember back in 2001 at the Miami Boat Show when they revealed the Pershing 88 for the first time to the public. As far as styling was concerned, that lifted the bar of yacht design considerably. Not only that, it was silver. That had never been done before. Everybody thought they'd gone mad. And yet today, most Pershing owners want a silver edition. And it's not just the colour that attracts yacht owners to the Pershing brand. The layout of their yachts are simple, stylish, functional, and so very elegant. Santa Barbara's aft deck has a lot going on, but in no way feels cramped. The sun pad looks comfortable and inviting. The dining table lifts and lowers, and a barbecue station is neatly tucked to one side. Now I did notice this ridge on the table and asked why it was there. I was so glad that I did, because the answer was a great example of Pershing innovation. Now I'll be showing you that later. The foredeck too has more going on there than I expected. I knew that there would be an extra sun pad here, but they have also integrated a generous seating area where guests can sit and socialize. Inside, and the elegance continues. Beautiful cabinetry, premium materials, surrounded by large windows that let light flood in. Pershing want people to feel that they are enjoying the sunshine even when they are inside the yacht, and they've certainly accomplished it with this model. We'll take a look at the bridge in a moment. But to the side of the bridge, there are some steps leading down to the guest accommodation. A forward VIP stateroom, two twins, and a magnificent owner's stateroom. Feast your eyes upon this. A separate stairwell leads from the salon to the crew quarters, where there are 2 crew cabins, a bathroom, a crew mess, and of course the yacht's galley that is once again beautifully designed and very well equipped. I had an interesting conversation with the captain this morning because I really wanted to understand better the propulsion system on board. Pershing are well known for what are called surface piercing propellers. Usually a traditional yacht will have propeller shafts that are pointing slightly downwards with propellers at the end and then rudders to steer the yacht. What surface piercing props do is they're actually parallel with the top of the water, positioned very close to the water's surface, and instead of having rudders to steer, the propellers themselves will steer the yacht. He was showing me that additionally you can use the propellers to trim the yacht to keep the bow at the right angle, and flaps, which I would have called trim tabs, but here they're called flaps, which are additional tabs which move and just help you to keep the yacht at the perfect angle as it's going through the water to get the best possible speed. Now all of that can be done automatically, but the captain was saying, like many other captains and owners I think, that he prefers to do it himself. I also noticed a feature on this panel that tells you how many litres of fuel you are consuming per nautical mile, and the captain explained that he manually tweaks the flaps and the trim so that he can get the best possible speed to consumption ratio. The yacht is powered by 2 MTU 2000 series engines of over 2,400 horsepower each. That's nearly 5,000 horsepower pushing this yacht through the water. Add to that Pershing have a highly sophisticated method of laying up their hulls to make them incredibly strong and astonishingly light, and you may not be surprised to hear that Santa Barbara will reach a top speed of 49 knots and cruises at 42. We had a lot of fun filming this part of the video, and even our drone just couldn't keep up. At anchor, the yacht has a transom garage door that lifts to reveal the vessel's tender. Once launched, the huge swim platform is once again in position for guests to enjoy easy access to the ocean. Carla did a great job of showing me around Santa Barbara, but there was one question that had been bugging me from the moment we stepped on board. I knew that this model had a small flybridge. But how do you get to it? Where are the stairs? And that ties in with the ridge that I saw earlier on the table. Why is it on this side and there is nothing on the other? Well, on the other side of the table there is an extension to make the table a little longer, and when that is fitted it leaves a corresponding ridge on the other side. Symmetry is important in design, but that begs the question, why didn't they just make the table longer in the first place? And the reason for that is if the table were longer, you wouldn't be able to access the flybridge, because just look where the stairs are located. That wasn't the only innovation on board that Carla showed me though. I mentioned earlier that Pershing wants owners to enjoy the weather even when they are inside. Many yacht manufacturers try to open up the sliding doors as much as possible to accomplish this, but on the Pershing 82 they completely disappear. How do they do that? Well, they can't slide all the way to the right or to the left, and they certainly can't lift up. Well, when you can't go anywhere else, I guess the only way is down. One other innovation that actually has nothing to do with Pershing at all is that the owner paid for a crystal wash system to be fitted on board. Now that's a system that takes the water that's used to wash the yacht down and filters it so that you don't get those little mineral deposits that you sometimes see on yachts, especially coloured yachts like this. Now in itself that's not a reason to buy the yacht, of course, but what it tells you about the owner and about the crew, that is a good reason to buy Santa Barbara. These are people who want the yacht to be in perfect condition, looking fantastic at all times. And this morning, when I heard the captain talk about the maintenance schedule, the preventive maintenance they do on board as well, I thought I would be proud to show this yacht to any client. The crew are an open book as far as the service history is concerned. They have absolutely nothing to hide. And if you come here and you find something that's not quite right, they are the first ones that want to know about it so that they can put it right. If you are in the market for a yacht of this size and this type, I would say you owe it to yourself to come and take a look at Santa Barbara. And you can do that by contacting Carla directly. We've put her contact details on screen in a moment.